morning. We never got the gym this morning, but at least me get to read, journal, do a bunch of stuff. Guys, remember, and next thing again, I don't know if my boy is still there, but a lot of time I realize you see we have to differentiate we have to differentiate gambling from investing. Gambling when you go in and you understand numbers and you mitigate risk. A lot of people out here are gamble. Um and when time them a gamble, them a get some numbers where have some serious ROI, 20% ROI. And when you really check the risk factor, they've not even take that into consideration. A lot of them just out here, I'm gonna call it gambling. You know what I mean? Investment come with rules and regulation also. Sometimes some people reach out to me and by the time them tell me what they might invest in and by the time I run the numbers, I'm like, this look like an emotional decision more than it is an investment decision. Morning, sexy Peter J, how you doing? And the community are grow. The community are grow. Most of the people them inside of my community, them go in front of the credit person already. You know what I mean? Over credit now, work on. We are set them up, we get funding, put them on spend capital, right? Sometimes I hear some people talk, them use them career and fund them investment portfolio. You never ever use your own money. You always go leverage. You have to learn how to leverage, guys. This is how we can scale. So this morning I read my little book. The book here is like a Bible to me. Try to read it at least twice per year. Facebook, what up? YouTube, what up? You know me, I stream per month to different platform now. Just to give people all of the information they need as much as we can. What's the name of the book, bro? It's called The Millionaire Real Estate Investor by Mr. Gary Keller. Them call this the real estate Bible. I mean, everybody who do real estate need a copy of this. And you read it as much as possible. Break it down very, very, very in a small detail so you can understand it in a layman terms, as the mother did say. You have to read these things, man. Once you can read these things and understand, that is what I say, yo, when you're going an investment and you're getting an investment, the first thing you have to do is educate yourself. I mean, first thing you have to do is get information before we just go in. Because some of the time, as I said before, when you talk to people and you hear them, you're like, bro, this look like an emotional decision. When time you invest, you have to take out emotion or try to make the number speak to you. So you have to really and truly know what is it you're looking for. Very important, guys. Hear that Facebook. Very important. Investment is a skill, it is an art. You have to really study it to understand it. Study the market where you're in. Charisma. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Again. I think the roof are going today. The project will move very, very nice. They move smooth, they move steady. A long time I'm not shooting a content. I'm about to go shoot some content today from just inside I try to get a community. I want to make can tell you though, when you build a community, it take a lot of your time. It take time to build a community, worse when you actually build it the right way. Especially when you just start. You have a whole heap of hiccups and you have to figure things out. But luckily for development, that are the next thing again. Development don't require a lot of your time. It don't require a lot of your time, guys. 2-3 hours out of your day and that's it. What you think about Airbnb market? Airbnb market kind of run down. It's very seasonal. And a lot of the bigger corporation them fight the Airbnb, like the hotel industry fight the Airbnb because they might lose people. You know what I mean? Airbnb kind of dead if you ask me. But that's just my personal opinion. And it's seasonal, very seasonal. It's not all year round. So you can't make Airbnb, and you can't make it be your only exit strategy. You can't make it be that. You know what I mean? Sometimes, of course, if you want to increase the income, you can go Airbnb when the season in. You know what I mean? If the sports season in, you can do that. But you always want to make sure you have a different exit also. Airbnb kind of. The only way I can do Airbnb if I have a fourplex and then one of the unit them for Airbnb, while the next 3 unit them probably have LTR, I take it right self. So to just rent, better to just rent multi-family. I would, I would. It way more stable, it way more steady, and I would. Not no single family rental though. Guys, remember, we are trying to move away from single family rental. We are trying to go at least a duplex. It's better for just rent. Or you can even do short-term rental. You know what I mean? You have insurance, you have travel professional, the those. You know what I mean? Because we know say short-term rental, the income way more. So it just depends on the location and how you stay. What book are you reading? The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna read and then my journal. We do a lot of journaling also. Anytime I read and something strike, I always try to write it because whenever you write it, you maintain it more inside of your mind, right? Facebook. Anytime you read something, it's either you need to read with the highlighter or you read with a journal. So if you read something and it stood out here, I always rewrite it. So me keep a journal with me whenever I read. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I'm a people them. And guys, remember, if you have an idea inside of your mind, it is just wishes once it stays inside of your mind. The only time it become a goal when you put it down on paper. So always put your ideas down on paper. That are the first time your idea take root, and that are the first time when your idea become real. These are tips and trades what we learn from the people them are either with the successful people them tell you. When you have your idea, don't keep it inside of your mind. Your mind is not a filing cabinet. Don't store things inside of your mind. Put it on paper. You know what I mean? If a 10 time it come up, put it on paper, turn it round, write about it, think about it, ponder it, and this is how you put your mind to work. Because your mind are gonna start to find ways and come up with ideas as to how you get to that goal. I am really considering going back to JA to be a developer. Funding is extremely difficult. Where? Here or there? You know, it's a funding difficult in Jamaica. You see, nothing wrong with going back to Jamaica for go develop. It's just that you want to set a nice foundation over here first, because over here so the opportunity, I think, a little bit more lucrative. Yeah, you know, it's a funding there. Just set up something over here. Set something over here, because we always want to go back to Jamaica because of our place. So we always want to go back home, go make sure so we, exercise the skill set over there so to develop the country. But more for you have to make sure so you set up some foundation over here first. As over here so you can leverage. You can really leverage and get your hand on millions of dollars if you know how to do it the right way. That's what we do with my people I'm inside of my mentorship group. Yeah, I build all of these houses and all of these flips with $0 out of pocket, guys. $0. Look. Can you learn to leverage? Leverage, as we said before, you got in and you get business funding. Remember, when you build these houses, when you flip these houses, you are not the one who come up with the money. The bank will give the money. You know what I mean? The bank will give the money, you can get good terms. How do you get started in this industry? First, starting at the industry as a wholesaler. That's how we get started. Start the story over and over. The money keep on my truck license, and it forced me in real estate, even though I did already in a real estate at the time. But start as a wholesaler, understand the game from that point of view, understand numbers, understand acquisition. As I said before, I teach my people about acquisition. Acquisition are the place which once you know for the acquisition, you can never go broke. Learn of a spot opportunity. You know what I mean? Start to put team around you, start to get inside a circle, networking events, start to educate yourself about real estate, what to look for, not what to look for. And then from there, so I start to flip properties. After I flip them, start to get some single family rental. Realize that is not it. Them a bunch of headache until we just graduate, until we reach a development. Right now, we develop affordable housing back in Georgia until we just a multi-million-dollar house now where we are built. And then from here, we are going to build fourplexes and 10 plexes for long-term wealth building. So it's just a stage. I grew up in this industry, but went back to school to do industrial engineering. Okay, industrial engineering, like, cool, I guess, but real estate feet and me. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life to develop. But now there's nothing else until I'm dead. I'm gonna develop, develop, develop. I don't want to do nothing else. And industrial engineering, uh, I guess that have to do with real estate. Yeah, freedom. You know what I mean? Business acquisition also, plus real estate. And that's how you get it. Once I read 3, 4, 5 millionaire book and them tell me say 90% of the people them become millionaire through real estate, it was a no-brainer for me. I mean, real estate and the stock market build the most millionaire. I mean, it's a part of them two industry. So once you understand what you do, and it pretty much simple. I mean, as a developer right now, you can build just about anything. Automation and PLC programming. Sounds about right. I love a skill set it sound like. In a real estate book, you recommend me just that talk about one a while ago. The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. I'm gonna read this though. You know, this is a development book. The Art of the Deal by Donald Trump. I don't think I finished with the book, but it's a very good book. Donald Trump is as a developer. So what better book to read than somebody who is already successful in that space? And then this, then they've never go put it up. But that's a great book. Right, YouTube, right, Facebook. You don't feel like sending and missing out, Guys, me I stream on multiple different platforms. So if you see me on talk about Facebook and YouTube, only because me about an ex camera over there, so 1 year, so one day, so no problem. No problem. But guys, as I said before, you see, one of the biggest thing about real estate is that you don't need money to get inside of the industry. That is a misconception where a lot of people have. That is a myth when we want to kill, you don't need money. That is why it's so easy to get into. Because once you have the skill set and knowing what to look for, you really and truly don't need any money. I mean, I'm not saying you need no money, but you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, you hear somebody a bill a $1.6 million home and you feel like that person I need, 1.1 million for bill it. No. When I say you don't need the money, of course you're gonna need money to make your initial investment. Invest inside of your credit, invest inside of your H corp, inside of your business structure. You have to say a fellow Jamaican doing it big, love that, of course. I try to bring the message across to other people too, because I'm tired of some people them just, come over here and just a work. You will never gain anything at all through just working for other people. You have to start with something for yourself though. You can't stop preach that. I always say that. That's the opportunity where America giving. You know what I mean? If we don't want to work, I better we'll go back over yard to do that. You don't need to know nothing about construction either to become a developer. A lot of people think you have to know about construction, you have to know about plumbing, you have to know about this, you have to know about that. It is all a myth, guys. Self-employment is the key. No, don't say that. When you're self-employed, is not the key. You want to become an entrepreneur. So we have a kill that also to Noel. When you're self-employed, you just move the boss from somebody else to your business. Self-employment, you work 24 hours. When he's an entrepreneur, you see, let me tell you what self-employment or self-empowerment. Okay, my bad. My bad. Glad you correct me. Glad you correct me. I don't know what me to read a while ago. You're right. Self-empowerment is key. I'm glad you correct me now. Well, thanks for that. I don't know why I'm saying self-employment just now. I'm still asleep. Yeah. But for real don't know well, a lot of people self-employed and not even know say worse than even a 9 to 5. I might as well use a 9 to 5. But self-employment, Yeah, okay. So a lot of people will go out and get a salon. Say a man go out and get a barber shop. I'm go out and him get a beauty salon. Him end up now turn the barber into him turn a barber into a business. So him self-employed at that because of him business, him a work into him business and not necessarily on the business. So as an entrepreneur, your duty is to go out and get a next barber shop and a next barber shop and a next barber shop. But him get one barber shop and then know him self-employ himself. And him now turn a barber into him own barber shop. So him really and truly still exchanging time for money. 16 hours a day, there you go. So you move it from 8 hours a day to 16 hours a day. It's a very dangerous spot to put yourself into. You know what I mean? Rather you use the skill set and provide a service, but we don't really want you to exchange your time for money. It's a very dangerous place. And then the taxes, self-employment, taxes that got kill it. So we try to kind of encourage more entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? Which part you're the business owner, but you still employ the skillful people. They might leverage them skill set for coming from work for them. Right, Facebook? A lot of people turn, say them self-employed, but they not even understand the hours of kind of self-employment. That's how we practice business acquisition. And a lot of times them things they start from when you just like start business. You know, because when you go open up a business 9 out of 10 times, you're your first employee. So I think it better sometimes to even just go buy a business and then kind of, you know, get with it. Remember, guys, also too, as a developer, you do not need to know construction. You do not need to know everything in order to become a developer. As a developer, the only thing you manage are people and money and time. My youth, me respect your vibe, brethren. Need more people like you. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Promise you, Dre. We'll try to kind of spread the message. And you know what funny, it's nothing special about me. It is nothing special. It's some of the time when time people hear me and talk them type of way I do what me I do them think anything special. Like you can do the same thing too. Anybody can do the same thing. It's just that you have to go work on yourself. I mean, you have to go really and truly work on yourself and kind of figure out what you want to do and just move in the direction. We still make a bunch of mistakes. We still make mistake up to this day. Do you do real estate in Jamaica? Not yet. Not yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I am getting there. I'm making a six figure, but I'm on call 24 hours. See the six figure, the way you have to do with the six figure because now you have a high income. You have a high income. You have to find a way now to kind of put that over in a real estate, become a developer. I'm a teacher how to develop. I'm a teacher how to build. You know what I mean? I could start because what got up is that it's still tied to your time. So the whole thing is that we are do financial freedom, meaning we are trying to free up the time. So we want the asset. It's that six figure that we are make being 24-hour call. You want asset for come replace that income there. So you have to push yourself over to get an asset, at least a business, real estate, something. You know what I mean? So somebody like you know, and that are the next thing with development. These things take none of your time because a manager manage people. I mean, yeah, you have put people into place for kind of monitor what you're doing. I'm in Jamaica. I already have the land, thinking of trying my first project. You should. You should. You should. We encourage it. The thing I'm find with a lot of people with the overseas, when time them a go back to Jamaica for build house, them a build them personal home. Why not build something where you can, why not build an investment home? I have degree in project management and facility management. So me don't even know what them degree they mean. So that's the thing too, you know, bro. The things that we need to become successful, it don't require degree. You know, require degree. Because the degree them only know send them for go work for corporation. So you still become an employee. There's nobody who me build a house for, right? There's nobody who me flip a house for them. So I'm say degree. Yeah, The things them we need in a life to become successful. That are all them brainwash we from in a school. So what we have to understand in the people in a 1990 and back then, the thing will work back then and the same thing will work now. And the thing will work now and now gonna be the same thing will work 5 years from now. So we have to keep up with the time. College was a thing back then because you need college in order to get high level paying job. If you are going to be a developer in JA and you are looking for investors, let me know. Absolutely. Yeah, the system kind of trickery. And people now move with the time. You know what I mean? You have to move with the time. Just the time you have to move with. A lot of these programming about college and a lot of these programming about the stuff that we know now, I them think that was taught to our parents, but them they limited to information at that time. And at times like now, when time everything open up, you don't need degree. You don't need degree to do anything unless you want to become a doctor and attorney or is one of them high professional skill set. But degree in a project management, if you ask me, a waste of time. As the things that you need to become successful do really and truly don't require any type of degree. Hey, thank you for sharing my life, guys. If you can get me up to 5K like before me leave, because I can end up to the way I put on the roof. So, you know. And then we have two more things, but I really want to talk about it until it kind of come in, but we have two more piece of lot where we send out a piece of offer and we make couldn't know if the person accept my offer. But before the year done, I gotta make sure I put myself in at least 5 bill. That I may have put more than $7 million real estate in the pipeline. That is the aim, guys. It really and truly not hard. The people I mean, I think I started this thing about 30 days now, and I already have people who are going to look for to get funding for a start on project. And it's intimidating from afar, I can tell. It look intimidating from afar. I already know. I saw it, they look to me until I understand it, right? It always gonna look that way from afar, just like riding a bike. The first time I go up on a bicycle, it feels difficult. Great morning, Melanie, Miss Marie. How you doing? Pleasant good morning to you too. Pleasant good morning. I always come talk to my people, them, because I love money. I really do. Of course, of course. That's where it start from. That's where it start from. Self-belief is where it starts from. You have to fix the mindset. The mindset is so important to your success because wealth starts from inside of the mind, the way how you think. Remember one time I read this book called the book name, The Millionaire Mindset. All is well. Commercial broker here in Dallas. Let's connect. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I always like people in a Dallas because I always I look for opportunity in a Dallas. I look for them right now. This information you're giving most Jamaican won't. They believe in the crab in a barrel mentality, yeah. But that's, you see, we can't blame it upon the Jamaican them or the culture and I really the culture kind of teach you a lot of the stuff them we know. Because sometimes when we even talk to some of the people them and you can't hear it. Because when you talk to somebody, you can't hear the way or them a think. Because we go around people now and I'll send you a PM with my information. I'm serious. Of course. I'm serious though. I know you see the content. People always come on the stream and invite me out for lunch and invite me out to go network and me always turn up. I mean, once me check your content and see you about the life there and see you really about it, like I always, reach out. The culture. A lot of the time of the culture kind of do with dirty, you know what I mean? And because we grow up in it. Yeah, from a kid, we get these type of programming. A whole heap of things we have to go unlearn as Jamaican. I had was to do it too. Yeah, I mean, once I start to put myself on the Jews and put myself on white people, some people grow up on who they are surrounded by. Yeah, have to change the circle. Have to do it. See, the thing is that when a lot of people come inside America, them end up in New York, them end up in Connecticut, around the same Jamaican, so the mentality really and truly don't change. Them can't get to see anything different. The information still limited. That's what the problem is. See, if you go anywhere with the same Jamaican mentality, it doesn't matter where you go. No matter where you're going from, you go with the same Jamaican mentality, it's always difficult because of the mentality have to change in order to can see the opportunity anywhere you go. No matter where you go. No matter if you in a Dallas, Texas. JB, what up? Long time in a scene. JB, me can't believe say you're there from the initial stage and I have 20 developer inside of my program and you're not one of them. I don't understand that. Don't make the train miss you, God. Don't make the train miss you. Oh, oh. Do not make the train miss you. A lot of people here, everybody say them like the information because it makes sense. How else I go stop work? The people that will get up and work every day. Where is that end goal? Would I like for like where it stop? It stop at retirement when you're 65? All right. I'm gonna make sure I reach out to you. You too have a great day, sweetheart. Yeah, joy to see young people striving for greatness. I tell you, it's a joy. We are trying to bring some people with me too. Because I'm tired for God these real estate event and tired for God these networking event and can't go find. You know, some of the time you just want a Jamaican for power with just because we can talk patois, just because we can talk our language and relate to the struggle where we are come from. What kind of info you need? We try to get all of the info we can. You have to tell me one more info you need. You have just asked question and I'm answer it. I promise you, I gotta answer. There's no question you will ask me and I can answer. I can answer it and won't answer it. It's not even that serious. Even if you're not coming on my program as a developer, find a program and go. But you need to be a part of a community in order to be successful. You can never become successful by yourself. I want to repeat that 900 times. You will never become successful by yourself. You need a tribe, you need a community, you need a mentor, you need all of these things. All of the books them will read tell you these things. Me have a mentor. My mentor have a mentor. A fee mentor have a mentor. Everybody have a mentor. So who is we? You have man who make millions of dollars have a $1 billion mentor. Regin, how can I become a part of your program? It then at the bio. Then at the bio. Click and you enroll. Once you enroll, you see you come up and you don't even have to know nothing about real estate. That's the thing. You don't have to know nothing. Your credit can horrible. You don't have no money. You don't know nothing about real estate. Once you come in the program, you're gonna still need money because you're gonna need to invest inside of your credit. You're gonna need to invest inside of your business corporation. You're gonna need to invest inside of yourself. But in terms of investing inside of the property we are gonna build, we're gonna get the money for you to do that. Remember, your 9 to 5 is only for your survival. It is never to do anything else but to survive. You get a 9 to 5 to survive. If you're ever invest in any type of asset, you have to use the bank money. In the military and a meds, the real estate, the real way, just your page, or tune in right way. You should. Military, may have 2 people inside of the program right now, but in the military also, them get a whole heap of benefit. You know what I mean? Once you get the benefit and you know how to utilize this benefit, you can go out and get yourself some income producing asset. And them thing that we are promote. Them thing that we are promote Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. You have to learn how to leverage. You have to learn how to use this opportunity. You ain't no way you can enter the military and now use all of them benefit that to put yourself in an asset. You know what I mean? The people them where have VA loans, they can use VA loan and turn them in a construction loan and go build yourself a fourplex income producing asset while you are work. You have so much benefit to America give people, but them just don't know if you utilize it and leverage it the right way. Even your same people don't know so your same conventional loan and your same FHA loan people use and buy a single family home. These loans can still go out and use for investment. I mean, I don't understand the use are using these loans to go buy a house and go live into it. Buying a house to live inside it is never ever, that is a liability. Your first house should never ever be a liability. Your first project, your first house supposed to be an income producing asset. I just post a video from my everything. But the knowledge have to be self-taught. You can never depend upon school to get this, like a school trainer to become employee. So knowledge is everything, but it's self-taught knowledge where I go propel you to greatness. You have to teach yourself, you have to sit down and know how to go in a solitude and read and meditate. Turn off the music, turn off the TV. You know what I mean? Start to put your head down in some book. As when me hear a guy said this morning, you first have to invest into knowledge. You know what I mean? If you find yourself a struggle, it is because your information we have inside of your memory box limited. You have to expand that information there. And that's where you have to start from. You have to learn to expand that information. So you need for hang around people, go network, you need friends. On the start by go inside on a Facebook page, on the Instagram and delete all of the people that will not add value to your life, man. At the first place that you need to start, the people that you hang out with. Look on the people around you every day. You're gonna become a composite of those five. The five people you spend most of your time with, you eventually become that person. So if everybody around you struggle, I don't want you to get up and fool yourself thinking so one day you're gonna become rich. The only time you become rich is when everybody around you rich. So you have to expand the network. Right? Marie, how you doing? Pleasant good morning to you. Please kind of feel warm. Remember, guys, you don't need to know nothing about development know nothing about construction in order to become a developer. But now it's yeah, man, networking with people who add value to your life. Right? They said, of course, your network become your net worth. So what is it that you do? Do you build up homes and sell it, or do you rent them out? We sell them for now. When I build up single family home, we do luxury build, sell luxury build because that is a high level skill set. So whenever you see we do luxury build, that are always to sell. Whenever you see we're going to multi units, that is what we use and keep as assets. So we do all of that. As once you know if you build one thing, you know if you build anything, can you do it the same way? Remember, we don't need, if me I go move from luxury home to a hotel at the same process. You manage people. You don't need to know anything different. Of course, you need to understand real estate to make sure so the numbers make sense because that is real estate. Real estate, I want to go in, go analyze deals, go in, go analyze the market, go in, go analyze if the deal makes sense. Real estate and construction different. You know what I mean? A lot of people see me a build and them things they know not about construction. Guys, I know nothing about construction. I have no interest in knowing anything about construction. So we just want to put that out there. What is the percentage of the turnaround that you get back? I guess you asked about the profit margin. The profit margin on these luxury houses are anywhere between 25 to 30%. Like I said, 20 to 30%. You know, once you know where you're doing, once you know how to do it, your profit increase because now you know how to source material a little bit cheaper now, you know, of course, source labor a little bit cheaper. So the more you do it and the more you understand it, your profit margin increase on the back end. You know, if you negotiate on the front end, I remember you always make your money on the buy. So once you know what you do on the front end, you can build a $1.6 million project and you get 250,000 on the back end, and then you can build it at 3 more times, and every time you make way more money just because now you understand a little bit more. In general, I like your helpful reasoning. Always. Always, I appreciate that. But so when you develop whatever you build at, always calculate 20 to 30% of your resale value and that of your profit margin. That is the profit margin. Morning again, guys. I sent a 200 comment to your live. Oh, wow. I love that. Happy Saturday. Kirk, when I say that, I understand. Like, we get so much of these messages. You know, hit me up, link me, dog. Like, why? I mean, with just not being, you know, funny or anything, but like, what we are doing? We just like what if we talk like. Later, good morning. Even though me a pre, you know, but we left that for the next day. When you say calm, what you mean? You call me? Me not, like you have my number, you call me? Please. Wait, you call me and you get me? That almost impossible. I can't miss call in a God, me's a businessman in it. But unless Mrs. Spam likely come up, me always answer my phone. Me have too much people who reach out to me. So is the property pretty much sold before it's even done? Or do you have to complete everything? Yeah, we have to complete everything. Sometimes we kind of pre-sold it. We don't really have to complete it, but once we're about 95%, we start to market it for people can come look on it. Wait for your buyer. Yeah. Remember, spec bill, the phone. Me don't know, Kirk, me don't know you call me, you can't get. And you have to me say a voice note, I probably the wrong number. Yeah. Real estate brain. Oh, you that later? Proud of your family, keep going and good work. Keep on informing us as much as we can and will. Who market the property? The realtor. The realtor, you know, we always try to get them realtor that way in the market already. Because then every realtor can sell a house above $1 million. So you see, that me say the next thing I take place. Sometimes I say realtor will sell flip, come, I will like, sweetie, this is a whole different ball game. This is a whole different ball game. You talk about a different type of clientele purchase these homes. Well, understand, so you might have 15 flip underneath the belt in a portfolio where you sell, but baby, we are talking about one point anything over the $1 million region. Yeah, but I mean, I tell you, like, you know, you have to have experience. You know, this is not. You have to have experience for that come like you tell me, so you get the plumber. The plumber, him not really know what am I doing about give him a chance. You can't do that on a $1.6 million bill. You can't. It's big. You'd have to go what are your at this price point later, you hire professionals, you hire the people who already are doing. For every month where you keep these houses, you have carrying cards, you have interest. Say no with a Champion League setting. You know, like, we can't get a chance right now. You have to in the field, those are the people we look for. We see you coming from, we see you attire, we're like, we say last week, something like that. We say I really to come out, say she try for. I was like, I don't know. What are some of the problems that you come across doing this business? Remember, people you manage, so you have to always have problem in managing people. You just have to. Who this from Florida come now? See, can't answer the phone call. Yeah, people you manage. Yeah, you always have problem managing people, but that are just part of it. You know, sometimes you have to fire, sometimes you have to hire, sometimes you have to just navigate around it. But managing people is a people management business, and managing fun and managing timeline. That are where you face most of your problem. How me start? Let me just get myself a mentor. Just like come here and tell and say, yo, get yourself a mentor and come in, come start. Guys, just come into the community. That's how you start. Find a mentorship and be a part of it. That is how you start. I mean, I know how I'm so luxury listing and I'm so regular, and it's all the same. Ain't no way you can say it's all the same. How you sell a house to a first time home buyer compared to somebody where I buy luxury home and say it is the same? How is it the same? How? Sometimes one time you talk later, how can it be the same? No, you change. That's just different marketing tool. But how can it be the same? That's what I'm saying. No, you don't get change more. You first said same. No, you say you're different in a marketing tool. I can't be different in every way. You talk to a different type of people. When I say luxury home, you market to a very small percentage of people. It got to be different. Maybe you know. First of all, the first time I see that number that come up on my phone. Second of all, I'm up on the live stream, but I'm a number that. Gee, just join the program. Just come to the program. Just come to the program, my guy. At 95% of the program are female. Every day I ask myself, what happened to the man them? Every time like, when I get it. The female them just coming at the program. Every time I look around and look up inside of my thing, is a female coming in. I'm like, some of them husband not even believing in them. Some of them want to say, yo, my husband, may I tell him for coming on the program, they will believe it. I'm like, bro, what? How? This is a man's, when I say it's a man's sport, but why are the female them willing to go in and just get the business going? Every day I ask myself, why is that? We can't understand that. Look, peer female, female. I'm bridging a laugh off of me. I wonder what one. I would think it would be me. That's what me think too. That's what me think a man. This is a peer man me see in the space. You verify a female, the Jamaican female. Myself, Jamaica from the female from Jamaica. I try to get in the space. And you have the man them every time a man in my inbox hear him. You look at work, link me. We need for reason. Like we are talk about. Me not yet. I've met the girl them tell me that. We believe so now. But you know when you say later, when you say risk takers, it's not even taking risks. We just feel like way more like meticulous when it comes on to detail and really want more. The man them like, bro, what is wrong with you? I don't want to talk to you. If you're not there on the type of time I'm there on. I believe that. We have 2 girls in the program right now. It's just because me not like, you see, me not like when nobody do it by themselves. So I always ask for them husband, yo, where your partner there? Because this is not something you want to take on, because there's just too much moving parts. So I like to see the female them have at least a partner beside them. You know, tell me, say them husband that think a scam or them husband not interested. I'm like, man, you're there with the wrong man. I don't say that out loud, but I just say. Yeah, I always the female them, bro. I rather work with female than work with male, because some of the time the man them just too edgy, or them no, yeah, and the time yet and me so forward like, man, this a female will swipe our last dollar. Yeah, those are they no winner, and all of them in a later. That I mean, I tell you, some of the time you like to generalize too much. That are the thing with you, You have like a too bad experience with two little Jamaican man and you want to throw all of the Jamaican money, man, and need the bus, you know. Yeah, sometimes you have to get pan her because if you allow her to go, she just got check the money and then back the whole entire live stream, you know. You know, go. Facebook. Oh, oh. But what all me say is this later. But me really get it. Me agree with it. I mostly female, really and truly take that step there for like, let's go. Yeah, all right, we're gonna get a pass today. But I really talk though. I don't know what happened. Like, bro, me talk to every time like me get some number, me call the man them. I pay a bunch of excuse. It's just a bunch of excuse and who are complaining. Them I go through child support. Like, bro, shut up. When you are go through, everybody I go through it. When you are go through, everybody I go through it. Just come to the program, bro. The female them turn up every day on every Zoom live. Them have the most question. God bless the handful of man. The man them were inside of the program are mostly entrepreneur. Because you do have money in the program, but them man they are entrepreneur at least know business already. But usually they are afraid to take risk and think everything is a scam. Can't even argue with you about it. Can't even argue with you. And me go kind of single out the Jamaican man them and because I don't know. When we just start this, me I said to myself, say, yo, a pure Jamaican man I go just jump on this because it is so self-explanatory. Like you don't need nobody for convince her to do this. This is not it's not me I sell you a product. This is something where my figure say you that it already know. So yo, you have to know of asset. Every man supposed to want to become entrepreneur. That's what I would when we just like start the program like every man supposed to I go want for own multi-family. Every man I go want for flip because a man me seen in the industry. Every man I go want for do construction is a man thing. Development is a man thing. Understand numbers, understand real estate. Every time you say a man, them a beg you, please give me a chance, give me some work on the side. I'm like I want to that guy here. Please do. Please do. We're not gonna make it be about them today, but we just say, yo, guys, the only way you can stop work. Me is a truck driver, so I'm sensitive towards truck driver. The only way you can stop work, unless you have something we can take over your income. It is a no-brainer. Nobody don't even sell up on that. Yeah, you can't jump and go inside of the truck and you can't jump and go the 9 to 5. Lazy people do 9 to 5. Every day I talk it. You have to be super lazy if you get up and do the same exact thing every day for 10 years. That is a lazy mindset. You can't think your way through life. You can't do nothing. You can't put a team together. You don't know how to go articulate yourself and go introduce yourself to people and bring value to people's life. Some men lazy mentality. They believe in quick salary over long-term wealth. That is so true. Comfort-based salary, risk-based dreams. I don't know why people say being an entrepreneur is risky. Because I think that's the safe way to go. I think having a 9 to 5. Is at the highest risk. Because you run the risk at anytime you can go in and a man can tell us, yo, you're fired. When you're an entrepreneur, you're boss, the worst case scenario, your business go down, you start it up. You may agree with that later upon the one then. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Some of the times she got talk something. Some of the times she can be brutal, but some of the time she got like make sense. I ain't gonna lie to you. And the reason behind that is that female way more meticulous. Them pay attention way more to detail. The man will kinda, him just a go. Female will see some things that the man really not pay attention to. That is why we need female. What you know? That is why we need female. Because some of the time we in our rooms and we are pay attention on the bigger picture so much, the female can easily spot some things that we not pay attention to. That's why you keep a female beside you. Because sometimes she will touch you and say, hey, watch it. You're like, oh, I never see that. You know? Love the reasoning, bro. I needed this. Yeah, G, you have to just jump in it, G. The worst thing, if you jump in at something like this, the worst thing can happen, you make some mistake. And when you make the mistake, you fix it and you keep going. Like, we are overthinking too much. I mean, every time I'm gonna overthink it. Overthink it, overthink it, overthink it. Like, there's nothing to overthink. Mistake I gonna make. Failure gonna take place. It happen to everybody. Ain't no way you ever go inside and nothing and no mistake and no failure that take place. That's a part of the journey. You're gonna feel more than what you be successful, by the way. Just so you know. More failure gonna take place in your journey than success. Yeah. You know what is success? 90%. All you need to do is get it right one time. All you need to do with success is to get it right one time. Fail a million times and get it right one time. That is what success is. All you need to do is get it right one time. Yeah. A financial wealth to a build, bro. I think and next thing again, there's nothing we are gonna happen tomorrow. Neither next year, neither the next 2 years. You know, your life will gradually change over a period of time. But a lot of these wealth what we are looking for build right now, some of the time we they've not gonna live long enough to enjoy it. A wealthy name. We have to do this for our kids. You know what I mean? Slow and steady, there you go. And it's sure too. Anytime it's slow and steady, it's sure. That is the thing about wealth and real estate. I tell somebody the other day, bro, as sure as the sun ever come up this morning is as sure as me is about wealth with what me I do. There's not even a slight doubt in my mind. So I'm not gonna get wealthy. It is already there, by the way. Because they build fourplex and eightplex. It's already a proven strategy with all of the books that we read. Like that's what I say. Where is the risk? I don't even see the risk. It's sure. it is so sure I don't know. There you go. Yeah, if me and my stepdaughter, right, leader? Facebook, YouTube, I'm here. I don't want to feel like me not pay attention to no. I should have put the camera right there, but me have so much camera surround me. It's sure. Sure all of the failure, man. It is so sure me not even know what to tell you. When you build these houses, worst case scenario, you one me I hope is that is a female and two no we can't. We really can't. When you talk about friendship, you know what is a solid friendship? A friendship is when thing you can add value to somebody's life. Like we not just that's one of the things that we ever kill. We not just get up and just have friends just for friends' sake. You know what I mean? A real friend is somebody who can add value to your life. And once you can add value to somebody's life, then that is what friendship is. We can't be a friend if we can't elevate your life. If your life that you're some, me becoming a friend, your life's supposed to be yourself. Yeah, that is what real friendship is. Maybe a lot of times people feel like, yeah, me a Jamaican and yeah, Jamaican, so we're a friend. I'm like, nah, we passed them days then. You know what I mean? That is why you see me read so much book. That is why you see me carry myself the way me do, because me want to can add value to somebody's life. Yeah, it's just you have to lead with that. You have to lead with that. Lead with the value with what you have. You know what I mean? Like, hey, You need this, you need that. Me do this, me do that. Instead of following, you have to lead with that. Then the friendship can form from this. But that's why some of the time we get the money in my back. You link up. I'm like, why? Like just link up. Like, what is it we doing? I'm in a short of friends, G. We have more than 1,000 developers on my phone right now. If more want a friend, I'm gonna link them. Yeah, I'm gonna say that with the utmost respect, by the way. I'm want you if you apply the same thing to your life. Look around you, anybody who can bring quality to your life, yo, cut them. They not need it. I don't know why. I not understand it. Yo, when me get so much message, I'm gonna say, yo, I could connect. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I have the utmost respect for you. But every avenue, my brother won't be able to talk to, just because there's no reason to talk. What time? I'm gonna keep a track of the time, guys. Long time, a 2 day now, me not come out of the house. All over the place, man. Zoom, 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 zoom. Meeting. Like, shit annoying. When I started out, how many men wanted to link up? Zero. Zero. How many projects are you working on right now? One, I may have two. Can remember, you see, later, this is my first project at this price point. So what I don't want to do is to go in at too much. I want to make sure I at least understand this price point and what is it that we are doing. Once me get to that stage there, that I just said earlier, me I go in at two more because now me reach to a stage which part the roof. So now me can start two more. I don't want to go in and start two more or start too many projects when time of the first project is at the price point because right now I won't build anything less than $1 million. So I have to first go in with one. Everybody start that. So have the capital can go in at five, but we cannot do that. And some of the time I have to tell my business partner, like, no, we not on a time yet to start the second and the third, because at five, I'm going to do this year. But I have to make sure say I understand, the chain of order. Whereas me in a market now, because I'm only doing dollars for the past 10 months. So me still wrap my mind around the permitting process, still I get used to the market. So once me get used to the market the right way, in which me get used to the market now, a time for diving at the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. For me, yeah, for me. And luxury. Remember, this is a luxury we are talking about now. This is not a fix and flip. It's a luxury. So once I come in at the mentorship and come down here, see how everybody do it. Yeah. Then we're like, okay, now we reach like half of the stage. Say, Steve, mama do a time to start the next night. Me just tell you. Tomorrow I'm supposed to talk to an agent because we have two lot beside each other where I'm sending an offer. Steve sending an offer yesterday for you. I know I'm gonna get them. But no, I just want for now until I get my bearings, in which I get my bearings. I build a team, architect, engineer. Now I have my own contractor. Not contractor because I have a contractor license, but now I have my own foundation person. I build up my team in the space of luxury. Because this is my first luxury build. I'm gonna do a ton load of build back in Georgia. Yeah, because of the luxury market. The reason why I'm saying newer because we're in a luxury market now. So everything different at this point. We can't approach it with a fix and flip mentality. And we can't look on it like a fix and flip. We have to rewire that. Rewire the way we think about everything. No cutting. Hey, there you go. There you go. Now we have to hire professional. One time I fix and flip, we can use one man to do everything. We can't do that now. We have to deal with company and we have to deal with city, inspection. She. Everything. You have to get my designer. You see, that's the first mistake I'm making at the luxury market. I bring my designer on board. My designer should have been bring on board from one time I architect I draw the plan. So you see, there you go again. That are the first mistake we will recognize that we make. I bring in my designer. So my designer come in the other day and I tell me, say, Andrew, the master suite too small. You need to bring it out 2 feet more. You know what I mean? She said, yo, this now flow. Put a coffee bar inside the master bedroom. She said, yo, you already have a scullery. You don't need a coffee bar. The scullery just the right outside. So we have to go now remove the coffee bar from out of the bedroom. You know what I mean? We have a sauna. She said, yo, the sauna take up the space. So how did you go with the neighbor who wanted you to remove the dirt at the front? Him still there. What can I say? Here is girl. Him just still there. You know? I'm still there. And make sure you're adding things that luxury market look for. And there you go. It's a old process, but for me, we have to get there. We have to get there. Like, we're not gonna stop. That's how I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. But I'm never start to travel yet because I plan for. I mean, I tell everybody inside of the community, say, yo, bro, when you just reach at the beginning stage, we are gonna start to travel, go get suppliers from overseas. Once we start to build 10 houses like this per year, I appreciate that, you know. We do everything calm and try to. Other boy that complain about all the plates for the socket and not in the straight line. See? Attention to details. You're damn right about that. These people who buy this is what I tell us everything different on this level. Because the people who buy these houses, them on the first time home buyer. A lot of people who are buy these houses, these are them third and fourth home. As much as the houses sell at 1.1 million, I know these people not get affected by recession. These people are multi-millionaire. So they might come in and they might look for a certain type of house. They might look for the details. At this price point, man, listen. Yeah, yesterday I see my business partner Steve carry a property come give it where the ARV at 2.2 million. I'm like, bro, no. My have to build at least the first 1.6, or anywhere between 1 million to 2 million. I have to get used to it first before me even go over 2 million. Because over 2 million, you talk about a whole different type of, you have to learn that again. So that's the next thing in the later. When you have see luxury different, anything will go 1.2 to 1.8, that are just one set. If me I go in the $2 million price range, I have to learn the market again. You constantly learn. Whereas if you got bill at $7 million, every market, every price point where you go, you have to learn that. Them are the easiest because if them like it, them like it. If them like it, them are going to buy it. Them now go in for a qualify for no loan. That's the thing with them type of buyer here. When you build a product what them like, them money now going for go qualify for grant to get down payment. The money have the money already. So once a man say, yo, I can pay this fee, and him got a closing table, him now try for go get financing and try for go get bank for qualifying. Them people now have none of that dealing. Yeah. They know what they want and them exactly. Once them like it, it done. Them sign, boom. When I did it first time one buyer, sometimes them not qualify and them can't come up with the down payment, them have to get a grant for assist them with the down payment. These people have none of that. With the customize, if a buyer come in now, if him come in now and him put the down payment on it and him ask to do this because him like it, then we will do that. But for customize for somebody from start, I'm not doing that because now I feel like an employee. Now you 10 more to do sometimes, then take 3-4 months to decide on color paint. So if somebody come in and sign and put them down payment down and say, hey, I have a pool in the backyard, want a pool. You know what I mean? Once him put him 20% up front to say, okay, this and it hard and them can't take it back, then that different. So yeah, of course you customize according to them requests if them really and truly come in and put the money down for that. Because you don't want to start customize and then them back out of the deal, you know, you're left with something where I will kill a profit margin. That's how they sell luxury listing. They sell while they build. Yeah. But you have a lot of people, like one time the house them reach a certain stage, you see people start to come in, start to look on it before it even finish, you know. So after you fail, are you still able to, for any of the issue, if they have any problem with plumbing? No, well, you're not gonna really, you're more likely to fail with design, you're not gonna fail with plumbing, you're not gonna fail with those because those have to go through inspection. So sometimes you do have some houses where the finishes them not good, your house are gonna sit on you. You have a lot of builder where they must shabby builder. But for me as a builder and as a developer, somebody say after you buy. See, it come with warranty. A lot of these houses come with warranty. So new construction, if somebody buy, them sometimes even have 2 year warranty on a lot of the appliances, them on a lot of the material them. So if anything electrical take place, are you as the builder, that is why you have builder's insurance. Are you as the builder, and that is why your subs them have insurance. So are you as the builder, the insurance cover that. So if any plumbing issue take place within the space of 2 3 years, they have a call back in a plumber, hey, come fix that. Because that is why they have insurance. Builder's warranty, there you go. Yeah. They're responsible for that. If a door ever squeak, they're responsible for that. Anything go out, they're responsible for that because they get warranty. Like what Lita said. That is why you make sure you sub them license and insure, because them have to give warranty for new construction. Right, Facebook, YouTube, you know, you're my people, you know, I'm loving to like cook food. Let me see this. But yeah, you come in. You come make it happen. Once you learn how to build, you can build anything. You can go build a self-storage unit. You can go build a self mixed unit property. You can do so many things. You can. You can. And you have raw land. You have more raw land than we land occupied. Like you can never run out of land. In every city where you go, in every state where you go, the city them and the state them are built out. So your game plan is for when time you go inside of any city or any state, you go at them planning and zoning meeting. You go in a city and you see the direction where the city I go, you see what the plan, you see which part of them have density take place, which part of them have development that take place. And you hear the 5 year plan what them have when you start to set up shop and you just build. You just build. May you not gonna live long enough to build out none of these cities. Always I watch a thing them, G. Proud of him. As a yard man. Keep big it up. I appreciate that, my G. I appreciate that. It almost looked like I pioneer the development space for Jamaican. Even though that was the intention when we set out, because a lot of people say them do this. But me really and truly I see them I try to teach nobody or them I show no content, kind of document the journey. You know? So we kind of take pride in that. A lot. A lot. Is it easier to fix and flip or build from the ground up? Easier. Them both have them pros and them cons. You know what I mean? But grown up, I believe you have less problem to deal with because this brand new. Sometimes fix and flip, you buy a house and you just don't know where they're behind the walls. And the more you find, more error, the thinner your profit margin gets. So fix and flip. And sometimes you fix and flip some also built from the 1950s. And you know, then they can small up a project real quick. The ground up construction, of course, you know, take a little bit longer and they take a require more capital upfront. Fix and flip them, as I say, it's just a matter of preference. Framing me do here in Canada too. Yeah. I don't really know much about the Canadian market, but you know, framing a good thing. Framing a good thing. I think Canada will get with lumber them from 90% of American lumber them come from Canada. So white line never want you learn how to become a developer, you know. And more you walk away, more you kind of move away from anything where you have to use manual labor. That's the whole thing. Anytime you have to use manual labor for perform a duty, you have to exchange the time for money. But understand so that sometimes can be a high level skill set, but we want to go into managing people, things that we can use and buy back with time. And that we keep on a preach. I mean, at some point in time, you have to have your own project going on. Guys, remember me tell them, you don't really need to know nothing about construction to become a developer. Interesting, my G. Come on. You don't even know nothing about construction. We need real estate. Yeah, once you have real estate knowledge and know how to put deal together, know how to manage people, know how to run numbers, know how to manage time, all of these beautiful stuff. Know how to protect margins, profit margins. That is what the developer does. Put the deal together. It's a real estate stuff. Now I'm nothing to do with construction. The other man argue with me over the thing. I say, oh, you have to go to college for no construction for getting a development. I'm like, where you get that from? That's a myth. That is a myth, my guy. Yeah, sometimes you hear people with something and you're like, bro, this are just it is a regurgitate things for your ear. You really and truly not really understand it. Just a brain. You manage people and systems and funds. People go to college and make man put book in front of them. Just bought that book, bro. Which one? The one from earlier, which one? Which one book you may buy? You need college for nothing. Think about it. You got college for 4 years. And by the time you're done, everything what you learn from year one change in a year four. The way how if you go to college and say you do project management, everything what you learn in a year one, two, and three about project management, if you come get certified in a year four, all of these information become absolute because the world continue moving. Laws change, everything change. 4 years of college, by the time you're done and get a certificate, none of the information where you get through the 4 year there, not valid no more. Good morning, Sunflower. Sunflower, I just want to know, say, me tell you, like, I'm proud of you. I am. But I'm into the college money and invest it. Absolutely. Millionaire real estate investor. Read it. Read it. At least 10 page every day. Read it. Teach you how to invest, teach you how to apply yourself, teach you the mindset we need to have. All of that good stuff. I really am impressed me. Never gonna lie to you. Guys, if somebody that was part of the program, she can tell you. She a part of the Zoom, she a part of everything what take place. And we still not fine tune how it's supposed to happen yet the right way because I know we still do the adjustment. So one thing we not gonna do I put my face on anything and then disappoint anyone. You made the right decision. Once you do what you do yesterday and purchase your H corp, you made the right decision. You made the right decision. That's the only operator. once you start to make those type of move, those type of ways, start to push yourself further into success, further. These are the small steps. These are the small steps where people don't say, will push you further into where is it that you're looking for. Because you will never see, like it don't become to the naked eye until you reach a certain stage. It's just like you're at the gym and you lose weight. You will not see the weight come off. But in an increments and 3 months, 6 months, then you start to recognize it to the visual eyes. So that are the thing with people. They want to see tomorrow. That's not how it works. A small discipline steps along the way accumulate. Success is an accumulation and discipline habits over a long period of time. 25 people mean 5 people going join this morning. No, them not join. Them not join. I'm really not. Some of the money them say, yo, link me. Make we link up. And like you think, like, what? You tripping. See, the program is not fair. We're not selling anybody the program. The program are for people who want to do it. That's what me hear my little good friend tell me the other day. That you can't try to sell your mentorship to, you're not convincing anyone. Hey, how you doing?
I'm trying to get this together. Good morning, guys.
How you doing?
You guys gotta join. Come and join our family so we can make some money.
Tell them about the program.
So the program is good. Just you have to join. So you can't just like, even though he's explaining everything and telling you guys, you just have to join and come in and, join the family and, be on Zoom and get all the information. And I promise you, because I used to be 7 feet in, like 7 little toes. I wasn't in all the way. I was like, But then, I said, you know what? I can't. It's only $200. I'll probably waste $200 doing nails, hair, all this type of stuff. I said, all right, this month, I'm not going to do all those things. I'm just going to use that money to just step in and do this. And I haven't regretted so far. So, I think it's a good move. So y'all just don't do no nail. Well, I'm talking about for the females. I don't know where the guys go. Don't do no haircut then. Don't cut no hair. What else the guys do? Don't buy no sneaks. Don't buy no alcohol. Don't go out. Don't buy no bottles. All that stuff. Just put the money to invest it. I believe you got to invest in yourself. So, all fun and joke aside, I just invested in myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And just take it with faith. And I just stepped out. And I stepped out of my box. And so far, I feel positive. I'm heading to Texas. And I'm coming. I'm telling them I'm coming. I'll be right there. What? No? It's okay? Okay. All right. I'm outside. So I just wanted to come up and just, let someone see a face. Sometimes we don't see a different face or, just to make you feel confident and say, you know what? That's a real person. And I don't have no connection with him. So, just try it. That's all I can tell y'all. Try it. So anyway, I'm going to brunch. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, enjoy yourself.
Keep doing your thing.
Okay,
I need
this is
5 people to join. I'm gonna come back on, and I'm hoping 5 people join. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
See, I can't put my face card on these things and then not deliver. I can't. Me like for under promise and over deliver. Like, we know what is it that I'm doing. I do it for too long. When I tell people come in, I gotta get in front of the credit team, I gotta fix your credit the right way, I gotta get in front of the right people and make sure they're successful when time for bill. We gotta get to the agents, we gotta get to everybody at the same play. When I say my mentor run, I run, it's not different. So I know for a certainty when she make them move there, she gonna become successful. You know what I mean? As I said before, success is a few discipline habit taken every single day and it accumulate, right? It compound. These are compound stuff. It's like a avalanche. You start with the small stuff. You spend your first $200. You come, you spend the next money for fix the credit. You come, you spend the next money for get the H card. You come, you get funding. You come, you spend the next money for going on a mentorship. You come, you spend, and all of these things, yeah. But no, you hear man and tell myself a link up. Man, listen, you're tripping. You tripping. I'm very like, man, my time, my time very expensive. Come, but the lesson them well planned for one time we do the Zoom them. Me and Steve do the Zoom them. Then we invite most of our credit people eventually. Get all of the information we needed so you can start, so you can wrap your mind on the process. We don't have no course. I'm not doing any course. If you want a course, go buy a course. Me and teach you how to build and teach you how real estate work based off of my experience and the experience of the people above me. I'm not selling any course. You come inside of the thing, me not course. Hey, buy the course here. Me not upsell it by any course. Now, when time for your bill, you have to pay me for the skill set, to learn how to build, but I'm not selling any course. I don't care about any course. We could just have some information and nobody in there to explain the information to you. Like one time on the Zoom time, that is what we do real estate. You have all of the question when you want to ask, we underwrite the deal with them, we analyze the deal with them, the zip code with them, we show you what build budget, we show you what is it that we are looking for when time you underwrite the deal, we pull up the lot, them here, we go buy them two lot. This is the reason why we are buying the lot. Look on this over here, so look on that over here, so look on the finishes, everything. It's not a course thing. I don't care about no course. A lot of people go out, they go buy a course for $1,500. Nobody in there to explain the course there as to what is it that's been done. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I don't have the time for that. We are bill and bill and bill and bill. Kind of go on a different angle. I'm glad I'm not show too much of my apartment in it. I'm gonna put my library. Right, listen. What the question them there? Sometimes in life it sound like me a rambling. Sunflower, me thank you for even coming at the box, come give me a strength that just now. You know you're so intense and them when they pull up. People learn for leveraging the credit, learn for leveraging the taxes, go put in a hand pan a ton load of the bank money, go abuse the bank and the money and go invest that money, invest inside that skill set, on the tap it, and stop it, please. Yeah, laugh. Yeah, that's exactly what we do. We abuse the bank money, we get the money and invest it. Once a credit score up to par, once a business structure the right way, once you do your taxes the right way, we give people as much money as them can. Worse, I'll use this money at 0% APR rate for the first 18 months. Why not? This is so easy, Lita. I don't even know. I don't know people don't even use it. As it is so easy. Wish somebody did tell me this when I'm just coming to America. When I'm have me a drive truck. When I'm have me a drive truck. We'll call Steve all time. Okay. Keep abreast at the time. See me notes here. A developer, the responsibility of a developer, this man me write me notes. Making sure the numbers work. Real estate has nothing to do with construction. And next developer, controlling the budget. You have the budget, control the budget, make sure say no overspend, make sure say at least, I'm gonna tell you what me do as a developer. Make sure say every trade me get at least 5 bids. When me get the 5 bids, anything within a $5,000 margin, if it less than 5,000, I go with the best person. If it's more than 5,000, then because once I see $5,000, then no, you can put it back inside of the market. So every trade, my roofer, my framer, my plumber, my electrical, my HVAC, foundation guy, we get at least 5 bids for everything. And that's how I make my decision. Right? What else? Overseeing the timeline. What have a timeline? Guys, remember, time is money. The longer you stay in your project, the more you pay interest for your hard money loan. So the shorter your project time is, the more money you save on the back end. You start to stay inside of your project any longer than 7 months on the bill side, then you know say you have more interest to pay. How them pay the interest? By the time you done bill, we exhaust all of the bill costs. So now you pay 12% on 700,000. Say when you pay your percentage or when you pay the interest, you pay the interest on the draws. So your first draw might be 200,000 for put towards a lot. You only pay interest on the 200,000. Then if you take a next 100,000 because you have the foundation and framing and stuff, now you pay interest on 300,000. So you pay interest on the draws as I go along. I'm teaching you. So by the time the house done, that means you exhaust all of the funds. Now you pay 12% on the whole entire bill cost. That if you use 700,000 for bill. So your interest now at that point in time a little bit higher. So you want to get rid of the house quickly as possible. Put it on the market. So time is money. What else? Solving problems. Just like you see Mr. White guy. Him come dirt in the street. You do this, you do that. You're solving problem and keep it moving. That is what you do as a developer. What else? I look at my notes. Making key decision. Again, we come in, we have a coffee bar inside of the suite. We say, hey, the coffee bar here now flow with the house. So we're gonna take out the coffee bar, we're gonna close up the coffee bar, and we're gonna move the door to the kitchen. Making decisions. Bunch of decision. What else again? Protecting profit margin. You don't want to overspend it. I'll go back with budgeting, it I'll go back with timing. All of these things add to your back end. So no part inside of that, decision making, execution, managing people, managing money. None of that have nothing to do with construction. Right? Next thing again, as a developer, what you do, you build a team. Who you have for your team? Your architect, your engineer, your realtor. How long have you been doing this? And what's the longest you've been stuck with a property? Not long. I have more than 15 fix and flip underneath my belt. Between me and my partner, them never come out of a fix and flip at a loss. Sometimes the profit margin them get a little bit slimmer than what we did have projected, but never a loss. Collectively between me and my two business partners, them we have 15 years of experience when you come accumulate everybody experience together. For me personally, 6 years of experience to do this. What was the next question? You were stuck with property. Remember, you don't have control over. The only thing you have control over putting a nice product on the market. We don't worry about how long it take or if you're stuck with it. We just make sure so we do the best job. You try to control your variables and then you make it speak for itself. So when you build a house, you not have no control over how long it will stay on the market. What you have control over is to make sure you put the best product with the best material, the best tradesman on the market, and the rest will take care of itself. Right? As me said, your architect, your engineer, your engineer, your contractor, your subcontractors, your realtors, your lender, your inspector, your project manager. You just want to find these people and put them together. You leverage people profession. You leverage people skill set. This is what the developer does. Has nothing to do with construction. You're realtors. Right? What else? Man, look at my notes. Because I'm a man, make sure I jot them things down. Because them things are things I'm teach from when time even not teach. But these are how your team's supposed to look, you know? As we said before, problem solving, protecting profit margin, managing time, making decisions, understand the numbers, making sure the numbers work, make sure you choose the right lot. A lot of more, it is. But a real estate and a construction, want a buckle of water. Hold on. Checklist is very important. Yes. You have to be able to multitask. I will tell them. Later, when you go come become a developer, as me know, you move like you're afraid to, you know. But my camera will try to be on this one. Facebook. I almost forgot to say this out. Hey, Facebook. I'm gonna upload this. I was soon. I will for people on Facebook reach out to me, you know. I was soon. I loving them. On Facebook and my YouTube people. Them. I really do. All time. Watch it.